Hello and welcome to today's episode of Smut a Girl Wants Book Club, where two best friends talk about a book that we have just read. Today, we will be talking about...
On Wings of Blood by Briar Boleyn.
Briar Boleyn.
Which is a great
Briar
name.
Boleyn. It's a pen name.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's a great one though. So, what do we know about the author?
She's Canadian.
I didn't know that.
Represent.
Huh.
Yeah, I think she's actually currently based in Manitoba. So says her website.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Which is interesting because she's got two different websites for each pen name. And Briar Boleyn is her fantasy pen name. And Fenna Edgewood,
Yeah.
I think is her name. Yeah, that's it.
Lady Briar weds the Scot.
Hey, that's probably where she got the name Briar.
Oh, these are like
Yeah. So,
to all the earls I've loved before.
which I think is a great name for the record.
That's similar to that series To All the Boys I've loved before.
Yeah. So as Fenna Edgewood, which is her real name, I think, she has all these like period piece romance books. And Briar is her like romantasy name. And they're completely different websites. It's hilarious.
I want to read those.
I know, I do too now.
That's fun.
I know.
So how did we find this book?
Book Talk?
Yeah, or like Bookstagram.
Bookstagram?
It was
like blew up.
She wakes up naked on a pile of bodies. And I was like, okay. And then she kind of like talks.
It's a pretty solid intro.
Yeah, I was intrigued. Or I think it was because it was like vampire romances. And I was kind of into something that wasn't fae.
Mm-hmm. Somebody wrote it on Goodreads. It's described as a book that it's like Harry Potter meets Fourth Wing.
Yeah.
And something else. And I was like, you know, it kind of is.
There's definitely, I haven't read it, but I assume that there's some Zodiac Academy in there.
Yes, that was the other one.
Yeah.
That was the other one.
Because I know Zodiac Academy is supposed to be like great, but not.
It's great, but not. This is a book that's part of a series, correct?
Yes.
What is the series again? On Blood?
Is it Bloodwing Academy?
I think it's Bloodwing Academy.
I can verify.
Series. And there's going to be a third book. I don't think it's got a release date yet, does it?
It did, I'm pretty sure.
When? I need to know.
Let's not look at Reddit. Let's look at news.
Words to live by, people. Words to live by.
The third book is called The Wings That Bind. Expected, I'm so sorry, March 10th, 2026.
Mother. Okay, let's get into it.
I didn't sign up for this. A half-fae in a school of high-blood vampires? That's a recipe for torment. I'm Medra Pendragon, last of the dragon riders, or so they tell me. Funny thing is, there are no dragons left, not a single one, but somehow that hasn't stopped the vampires from deciding I'm worth capturing. Now I'm stuck at Bloodwing Academy, where the high bloods run everything, and Blightborn like me, we're just blood in their veins, pawns in their games. But that's not even the worst part. Enter Blake Drackharrow. Cold, arrogant, and way too gorgeous for his own good. He's been tormenting me since the moment we met, and now, thanks to some ancient ritual, we're betrothed. He acts like he owns me, but I'm not going to go down without a fight. Bloodwing isn't just a school, it's a battlefield. High bloods fight for power, and if you're weak, you're dead. Between deadly competitions, lies that could get me executed, and a dragon-shaped secret looming over my head, all I have to do is survive. Easy, right? Except I'm starting to think the real danger isn't the academy. It's what I'm becoming in this twisted game of power. And Blake, he might just be the one who pushes me over the edge. They think they can control me. They think they can use me. But they have no idea what they've awakened. On Wings of Blood is a dark academia fantasy romance featuring a bully villain with Draco Malfoy energy, correct?
Yeah, but buff.
Who eventually gets the girl, all the tension and banter, and a tantalizingly dangerous blend of court and school intrigue, all set in an intricately crafted world with unique vampires and dragon lore. It may have crossover characters from the blood of a fae, but can be read completely independently. If you're a fan of original mythology, unique world building, and character-driven romantasy books, such as Crowns of Nyaxia, From Blood and Ash, and A Court of Thorns and Roses, you won't want to miss out on this riveting new saga. That is long.
That is so long.
Yeah. It felt like this was a crossover book.
Yeah.
It felt like they would be talking about characters, and I was like, I feel like I'm supposed to know who these characters are. And there's a whole series about the main female character's
aunt and uncle, I think it is.
Or like adopted aunt. I can't
Something
quite
like
remember.
That. Okay.
Yeah.
I think we should just get into characters.
Cool.
I couldn't get into the whole Pendragon thing.
It threw me because it's such a recognizable name. Like, as soon as I saw that, I was like, oh, there's going to be a King Arthur thing here anyway. You can't use the name. I mean, she did.
You can't use the name Arthur and Pendragon and pretend like it's not an Arthur
thing.
she didn't.
And she didn't.
Yeah. I don't think I liked it.
I mean, it's hard when it's something that's, like, so recognizable. Because it's hard to, like, not just think King Arthur. And, like, I've read the King Arthur's stories.
I thought Medra was so... Just like, she was just such a brat.
Like that.
I don't think brats are my thing.
But there's parts where she, like, when she stands up to Blake, I'm like,
yeah,
go Medra.
That's what I like.
Yeah.
But I don't know. There were so many, I guess maybe that's not fair. Maybe she wasn't whiny. She did kind of get thrown into a situation where, my least favorite trope, nobody tells her anything, just that she has to solve all their problems. You know what? It's not Medra that I don't like. It's that.
That's fair.
Like, you know what it sounds like? This is what I mean. Okay, so it sounds like she was expecting to die. Like, something happens. We don't really know what because we didn't read the series. Something happens, and I think what she was expecting was to die. She didn't. She gets thrown into this other world. What bugs me is that it's like she's grumpy about where she's ended up.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm pretty sure you caused some sort of massive... thing.
We find out it wasn't her.
Yes and no. Her mom is the one who saved her.
Yeah, and she says, I saved you with, like, magic, and I didn't know what
But that's
was going
not what
to
I'm
happen.
getting at. So it sounds like Medra, like, caused, like, I'm going to call it a bomb. I don't know. It sounds like some sort of explosion because she gets blown into another universe. So in my mind, it's like a big bang. So she causes this big bang, and she ends up on this planet. And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. Was that not to your liking? Is that not what you wanted to happen when you caused a new Big Bang? Like, sucks to suck. That's what you get.
I didn't read it that way.
No?
No. Like, I kind of get it because it's like, yeah, she intended to die and, like, save her world. But, I mean, I don't think I'd be happy if the offshoot is, I'm like, okay, I'm alive. That's great.
And I'm cattle.
Yeah, but also I'm in this world where, you know, people drink blood. I don't know anything. I don't even know my own body anymore because I have no powers.
Yeah.
And then
That would suck.
That would suck. And also I'm a second-tier citizen where people can feed on me whenever they want. And there's clearly a lot of messed up politics going on in this world.
You raise a good point.
Yeah.
Maybe the brattiness is a little earned.
She does catch an attitude, like, for a while. And the thing I don't like is that her motivation the entire time is she desperately wants to get back home. She doesn't want to be here. Fair. But she also, like, plays games. And she plays some politic games, and part of it is, like,
she's, like, getting involved.
Like, part of it is that I need to survive. But also, she, like, clearly, like, uses people a little bit and, like, plays a little bit with people's emotions. Because she makes friends, and they're so kind to her. Mm-hmm. And it takes her a while to see them as friends. Mm-hmm. And she, like, does kind of talk down to them now and then and stuff. So...
Yeah, she kind of hasn't really earned their nice friendship.
No, at least not at first.
No.
There are times that she's, like, a little unfeeling. And I'm like, okay. You can be a little nice.
What do you think of Blake? I know.
I don't know.
I think Briar wrote Blake quite well as the bully. I think he kind of nailed the bully vibes.
This is the second time that I found a blonde male character attractive. Like, I think he has, like, charm and, like, what is it called when you have, like, sexual charisma?
Riz.
Well, yeah, but there's a different word for it. I think physically, the way he's described is not for me.
Yeah. There is that weird moment. Like, I don't think I pictured Blake as, like, blonde until she described what is his name. Trigger warning, map of Bloodwing, prologue. Damn, this trigger warning list is huge. Cage. Okay. But they do this bit with Cage. And so when she described Cage, I kind of pictured him as, like, the, like, albino-y kind of, like, white blonde, very pale. And she does this bit where she sees Cage from behind and thinks it's Blake.
Right.
And I was like, oh, I didn't picture Blake that blonde. And I don't think I've ever actually pictured him as, like, white blonde. I've only ever pictured him as, like, dark, like a number 7, which is the darkest blonde according to my hairstylist.
I'm pretty sure he's got, like, pale blonde hair.
I think you're right, but that doesn't change what I picture in my mind.
This is definitely a bully romance, and this is my first bully romance. So it took me a while to, like, warm up to him because I'm not used... Like, enemies to lovers and bully romance are different things.
Yes. I think a bully romance is a true enemies to lovers.
There's like a power dynamic also. There are a lot of sort of question marks still. Like we're still learning a lot about everyone. Because there's some that I really, really like. Like I really like her roommate. Florence is great. Naveen is great.
How much do we love Neville?
Oh my god.
I've been saving this moment. I was watching Dark Crystal. And
You sent this to me.
I did. And I found what I have been picturing as Neville. Let me tell you, it's not a fox. It's not a dog. It's a fluff ball.
No, Fizzgig. You stay here. Dole. Oh, all right. Come on. Time out.
That is exactly how I picture
fluffin'.
the fluffin. I don't picture it the way she describes it.
Yeah.
I picture him as this like ball of fluff who like rolls around the keys.
Yes. Don't like Reagan.
Hate Reagan.
We're meant to.
I struggle with Reagan because I really feel like Reagan in the writer's mind is a means to an end. She is literally just there to be a bitch.
Just so mean. She like clearly has very intense insecurities.
Oh my god, yeah.
And like all she cares about is just being powerful, but
Can you imagine if down the road they become friends?
no, there's no way. But yeah, overall I find the characters like pretty interesting. I mean,
Oh my god, we haven't rated it.
I know.
Oh my god. Okay, so what would we give the characters?
I would give them like a 3.
Like a really good 3 too.
Yeah, like I don't think they're the best written characters I've ever read, but I also don't think that they're one-dimensional, flat, like, not compelling people either.
I would agree with that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Blush
factor. On a scale of 1 to 5, how swoon-worthy was this book?
I think a 2.
I think a 2 too. Yeah. I'm not sure bully romance is the trope for me. And so I just really freaking hated Blake for the longest time.
Yeah.
So the idea that this was going to become a romance was baffling to me.
We've made this complaint before where in an enemies to lovers, like in a true enemies to lovers, they actually just hate each other. And there's a little like...
This is what I mean. True enemies to lovers.
There's some fire there, but it's not like... But I want his body so bad.
Which I kind of liked.
I like that it's just like, he disgusts me.
Yeah.
He disgusts me. I don't know why I'm his betrothed, but also his property. Like, she does not like him. Mm-hmm. He is attracted to her.
Which I like.
I like that. But I like that he's struggling with that. Like, he hates her, but also is like, but she's so hot. Because she sounds like she's a babe.
She sounds like a babe. She's a total babe.
In Latin, she would be called Babia Majora. If she were a president, she'd be Abraham Lincoln.
Oh, yeah. Considering that, like, everyone thinks that she is, like, lower than the low, but everyone is, like, even the girls are apparently, like, into her. Mm-hmm. So, like, that I kind of like, that he's struggling with it, but she's just like, you're gross.
Yeah.
We've talked about this, that I want a book where they're like mostly enemies for at least a book, maybe 2. Like,
she's getting her wish.
Yeah, because I don't want them to like end up together by the first book and then you're just reading a whole series where they're just like in love. Mm-hmm. I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
That's what my normal life is for.
I find it doesn't make like a compelling, like, give me an actual enemies to lovers. Mm-hmm. So while the bully aspect of this enemies to lovers is like a little bit much for me sometimes because it's very mean. And again, there's a bit of a power imbalance. According to their laws, he straight up owns her.
So you can see why it didn't exactly leave me blushing.
No. But at the same time, this is what I've been wanting. Like, give me an enemies to lovers where they hate each other.
You know what, though? There's a couple moments where they've got, like, I think I really like the, like, sparring mat moment. Where you're, like, nose to nose and everyone's, like, all sweaty and breathing hard. And I'm like, yes.
I like that in every single book.
Every single book. Never gets old.
It works every single time.
They had some moments like this in this book, and I'm into it.
And I like that this arc is very much like enemies. They kind of warm up to each other, and then he keeps making the wrong choice because he has no clue how to, like, be a human, or, like, he's not a human.
He, like, gets close, and then he fricks it up.
Yeah, he doesn't know how to, like, be a partner. He just knows how to be...
An owner.
He makes a choice where he knows she's going to hate him.
But he also makes choices not realizing she's going to hate him because nobody else would. She just does because she's not brainwashed, basically.
And he's, like, desperate for her.
Yeah.
But also, like, hates that he's desperate for her.
Yeah.
And, like, I like that.
You do.
Did it make me blush this time? No. But I love it.
Yeah.
Eat it.
Yeah.
More books should do that.
Scoville Scale. How spicy is this book on a scale of 1, not that spicy, to 5, super spicy?
2.
I think it gets a 1 for me.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the one
The one spicy sin. They got one.
So
little...
yeah, 1. It's us.
It's pretty good.
Well, I mean, it's not that graphic actually. It's kind of a weird.
I don't know. It's kind of good.
It's a good scene, but it's not like It's not
drawn out.
It's not like an intensely graphic scene where like so much happens. It's like one thing happens and it's like pretty intense. Like
it's really good.
There's a lot going on. There's a
lot going on in the scene.
Plot going on in that scene.
Yeah, there is a lot of like politics going on in the scene.
But I also know that I was like,
I could not put the book down. I know.
Yeah.
I was like, show us your potential.
Yeah.
You're nailing it.
He did. Mm-hmm. He did.
You can see we're both just like,
and I think that's like extra impressive considering we've discussed that he's like not necessarily like our favorite physical type of a male main character. We like the dark hair.
That's true.
Shadow daddy.
I love a shadow daddy.
And he is like not that.
He's like a Malfoy daddy.
Yeah, which is apparently
that tasted weird in my mouth to say. Blech. Regret.
This is like a dual point of view. You get both sides.
I like that.
I did like that. I like being in his head because otherwise I think this would be like way too mean. So being in his head and he's like,
it's a good point.
Desperate for her.
It's a good point. It kind of cuts the tension a little bit when we get the Blake point of view because then you realize how like he can't help himself.
He is. Yeah, and he's been raised one way and he doesn't really want to be that way. Like at the core of who he is, I don't think he wants to be that way. He has no clue how to be any other way. However, it did answer my like I keep saying, bring back some yearning. This man yearns for that girl.
This man yearns.
Like in a bit of like a like kind of mostly a physical way. Like I don't think he really likes her as a person most of this book.
Yeah.
She kind of annoys him, but he is kind of like...
Isn't it funny? I'm just thinking about this now. We talk about the whole enemies to lovers versus a bully romance. It sounds like she's experiencing a bully romance where she just hates him.
Yeah.
He's experiencing an enemies to lover where he can't help himself. She's so hot.
Yeah. But I think he's still learning to like...
Different books.
Respect her as a human being.
I think he's still learning how to point blank respect as a human being.
Shall we get into plot?
We should totally get into plot.
Okay. I have to be very honest with myself. I think this is like a 3.
I was gonna give it a 3 too.
Yeah. I think there's enough that like I tore through this book. It's not like the best written thing in the world. Sorry, Briar. I mean,
I really liked it.
I did really enjoy this. I actually really love an academy setting.
You know, sometimes I wonder, though, if the reason I like these whole academy settings is because I long for structure.
Same. I love routine.
Adulthood is hard, guys.
It's like just kind of fun. The only thing that they're stressed
I'm
about...
in charge of everything, and I have no idea what's going on.
I think the only thing that they're stressed about, like, I mean, granted, also the world and saving it, but also, like, they just need to get to class. Kind of soothing.
It is. It's like, oh my god, this trauma, I'm so sorry. Well, that's the bell.
It happens all the time in this one. I gotta get to class because this teacher is gonna get mad at me.
I want to get detention. Don't die in the meantime.
Which is kind of funny because, like, you and I both, we kind of struggle with, like, younger characters and, like, connecting with them. But I don't mind imagining myself in a magical school setting.
That's fine.
That's fine.
That's okay.
The actual plot itself is one of those ones that I can't stop reading because there are a lot of question marks. And I think that she's spinning a web where there are things everywhere, and I have no theories. I think the professor... The magic professor.
The human one?
I have some questions about him.
Or the Blightborn one?
Yeah. I have some questions about him. I think that,
he's
like...
sus a little bit.
I still have, like, a bit of a weird thing about... She's a dragon rider, but we have no dragons.
I know.
And I think we don't really explore her, like, fae heritage that much. Because they just go into she's Blight... Because, like, the definition of Blightborn for them is anyone who's not a vampire.
Yes.
So even though she is actually not fully human, they still don't see her as anything. They still see her as like less than. She also doesn't really tell anyone.
Also true.
But I would like to explore that I'm really curious what that means for her, because she talks about her power now and then. I'm like, but what is your power? I don't really know.
The other thing too is they always talk about, like, oh, she has the exact build of a dragon rider, and she's like, I can't deny it, I do. And I'm like, okay, well, obviously people from her world are somehow connected to Blake's world. Obviously, I mean, there's going to be some sort of crossover of worlds in some capacity.
Yeah. There's
at some point.
Yeah, I have some questions about that. It feels like people have been to this world before. Yeah, there's been some. We're definitely missing some lore. It's definitely been like covered up. I think there's a lot missing. But I think this is also like, because I think this will be more and more political intrigue as well, like as we get into things, because it feels like there's a lot that's been hidden and covered up.
I like the way that Briar is dropping bits of information. It seems like it's at a good rate. Nothing is being like, there's no like truth bombs that kind of come out of nowhere. The only reason it doesn't get a 5 for me is because I don't find this to be particularly original.
No,
it's very much like a write what you know. Briar is pulling from things that she loves as a reader or as like an academic. She's pulling from those things, and it shows. So it doesn't get a 5 for me. If it was a truly unique world that was built, I would probably raise it higher, because I don't hate the writing at all.
Funny enough, I actually was like, I think I actually want to read the others.
The prequel?
Yeah.
Just to figure out, be like, how does it all connect?
But that too, but I actually just think that story is really compelling to me. I like a rewritten mythology series. I think that's really, really fun.
That's fair.
And I keep finding myself really curious about that one.
I think this is what's bugging us, though, is we keep talking about that, there's some, in my mind, I described it as like a willful ignorance.
Yeah.
There's like, there's this element where bits of information are just not being given, and we're kind of like, oh, okay. But maybe it's because people who've read the prequel series know this stuff already, so she's not wasting her time with it.
I don't think that would answer anything to do with the vampires at all. I feel like they're being lied to. I think there's...
Oh, for sure. Yeah, there's so much lying going on in this book from like... There's too much like brainwashing going on for there not to be like deep lies.
Yeah.
Too many people are too complacent. What did you think about the plot with the mom?
I didn't like it.
I didn't like it. You know what I think? They're going to forget about her. Not like they're actually going to like forget about her. I'm sure she's going to get written out in some way. I literally think the whole thing with the mom is just there so that Major's story can kind of begin. I think she's going to serve like 1 or 2 purposes, and then she's just going to like fade out.
Funny enough.
Or die or something.
I lied to you earlier, apparently. I do have a theory where I'm like, because there's something
I never doubted you.
I don't know. There was something about her the whole time where she seemed like she died before Medra was born. Mm-hmm. And she seemed both very loving to Medra and kind of like detached.
Which I actually kind of liked. I thought that was very appropriate for like a queen.
But there were times where I was like, why do I get like early, like some sort of shady energy from this? Like there was something about it where I was like,
I got that too, actually.
I believe she is Medra's mom. There were
times what if she wasn't? What if she's just saying she's Medra's mom, but she's not?
We have no proof that she is.
We have no proof.
We don't know.
She just says her name, and Major's like, oh my god, you're my mom.
Yeah.
Who died. I'm like, where has she been all this time?
Yeah.
Floating around in the ether?
So everything she says can't be verified. She seems to know quite a bit about things. Like, she does help Medra. Mm-hmm. But there was a part of it where I'm like, what are your motivations? Like,
what if her mom was actually, like, never actually died in childbirth, but she was actually, like, an evil witch who got, like, banished?
I mean,
and she's using Medra to, like...
I mean, she has a name, never mind. But I was going to be like, that would
Katie's.
follow the Arthurian legend, because we don't know who... Because if it's following the legend...
I don't know anything about Arthur.
Oh, you would love it. But if you're following the legend, there's Morgana, who is...
Wouldn't that be cool if...
Yeah.
Then she would have just used the name Morgana. Nah, then it'd be too much of a giveaway for us.
Yeah, we don't know. We don't know what her real name is. We don't know who she is. She could just be Morgana. We don't know.
Oh, I see what you're saying. She's just saying she's Orcades.
Even if she was the mom, I didn't fully trust her.
Yeah, there's something going on there.
It was shady. So I have some questions with that. I feel like there's going to be a lot
shade
going
all
on.
over this book. Yeah. I like it.
And then it ends on a pretty major cliffhanger.
That's true.
Which, to be fair...
Which is why I dove into the second book.
I can't handle a cliffhanger. And so if there's a cliffhanger and the next book's not out, I'm like, oh! It drives me nuts. I have too many books right now that I've left on a cliffhanger, and the next book is getting like delayed, and I'm just like,
infuriating.
I need to know.
Okay. I think that's everything.
That is everything.
Thanks for joining us while we talk about On Wings of Blood, a Bloodwing Academy book. Join us next week when we talk about something smutty and delicious.